You've been lied to, not by someone with bad intentions, but by the silent voice that narrates your life. The one that tells you, if I just get this, I'll finally be happy. But what if that voice has been wrong all along? What if happiness is not something you chase, but something you accidentally kill by trying too hard? Let me explain. We've built a world on a promise. The promise that one day you'll get there. That if you work hard enough, look good enough, succeed fast enough, or meditate long enough, you'll finally arrive. You'll feel whole. You'll be enough. But you never do you? Because every time you get close, the finish line moves. And what felt like joy turns into anxiety. What felt like freedom becomes another cage. The job you wanted becomes the source of your stress. The relationship you prayed for starts to feel empty. The goals that once lit you on fire now feel like ashes in your hands. And deep down, you're starting to wonder, is this what life is supposed to feel like? Let me tell you something most people never admit out loud. Chasing happiness is making you miserable. We treat it like a destination. We think we'll find it in a bank account, in a soulmate, in a version of ourselves that's finally fixed. But happiness isn't a location. It's a side effect. It's what shows up when you're not looking for it, when you're absorbed in the moment, when you're doing something meaningful, not because it guarantees a result, but because it matters. Think back. When was the last time you were really, truly happy? Not excited, not distracted, not entertained, but content, grounded, at peace. I'll bet it wasn't during some grand celebration or flashy achievement. It was probably something quiet, simple, a walk, a conversation, a moment of stillness when you weren't trying to be anyone but yourself. That's the paradox. The more you chase happiness, the faster it runs. But when you forget about it, when you focus on presence, purpose, and connection, it quietly returns, like a wild animal that only appears when it feels safe. And yet, we've built an entire culture on chasing. Self-help books promising the 7 steps to happiness, ads selling joy in the form of skin cream and sports cars, social media showcasing curated smiles and borrowed bliss. And we compare, constantly, not because we're broken, but because we've been conditioned. Conditioned to believe that happiness is something you earn, that you're only worthy of rest once you're successful, that you're only lovable once you're perfect. But what if none of that is true? What if happiness isn't out there waiting? What if it's already here, underneath the noise? There's a Japanese concept called Ikigai. It means reason for being. It's not about chasing highs or escaping lows. It's about aligning with something deeper, doing things that make you forget to check the time, living in a way that feels like you. Because the opposite of chasing happiness is building meaning. You see, happiness is an emotion. It's fleeting by nature. It comes and goes like weather. But meaning is the climate. It's the thing that sustains you even on the hard days. It gives you something bigger than pleasure. It gives you direction. And here's the strange part. When you stop asking, how can I be happy? And start asking, what can I give? Everything changes. Because happiness doesn't come from getting. It comes from giving yourself fully to something real. A cause, a craft, a connection. And when your life begins to orbit around purpose instead of pleasure, you become less reactive, less lost, less anxious. You stop waking up with that dull ache of, what am I doing with my life? Because now, you know, you're not chasing anymore. You're choosing. Choosing to show up, to be honest, to create, to love. Not because it guarantees happiness, but because it matters. Look, there will be days when you feel lost again, when the temptation to chase creeps back in. When the world tells you that you're falling behind, ignore it. Because the truth is, you're not behind. You're just awakening. You're realizing that happiness is not a trophy at the end of a race. It's a companion on the path. If you slow down enough to notice, You don't need to fix your entire life to feel joy. You just need to return to what's real, to the parts of you that existed before the world told you who to be. Sit with yourself, not with your goals, not with your fears, just you. Ask, what feels light? What makes me lose track of time? What would I still do if no one ever applauded? Because that is your way back, not to the illusion of happiness, but to the truth of aliveness. And yes, it will feel unfamiliar, because stillness is a foreign language in a world addicted to noise. But in that silence, you'll hear something ancient, something you forgot, that your life is not a checklist, not a race, not a performance. It is a garden. And it grows not by chasing the sun, but by sinking your roots deep into the earth, watering what matters, trusting the seasons, allowing the bloom to come when it's ready. So stop running, stop grasping, stop waiting for permission to feel okay. Start being, start creating, start listening to the whisper within you that says, this is enough, because it is, and so are you. Now, take a breath. Feel it fill your chest. That's life, flowing through you. Not because you earned it, but because you're alive. Don't chase happiness. Start living with intention. Start building meaning. Start being fully here. Because you were never meant to chase a feeling. You were meant to become something far deeper than happy. You were meant to become whole. If this message spoke to something inside you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. There's so much more to explore on this journey. Until next time, stay grounded, stay real.